This is basically me expressing my feelings about YouTube and cinematic culture. Sorry, I can hardly talk right now. YouTube was designed and then released in 2005 by 3 previous employees of PayPal. They came up with a plan to have many producers of private works be able to supply the public with their work. After the launch of YouTube, the public heard about this great site and started joining in. The product spoke for itself. Google then picked up on the wave of all the public communications and purchased it for $1.65 billion. Cinematic culture once played dominant roles in our lives. As in early cinema, it was an event in itself that required audiences to put time aside to attend the theatre. Well, now with YouTube, you have instantaneous access, although often at the cost of reduced quality. It can still have an important role in the understanding of cinema. It presents a larger choice of viewing materials than any single national film archive could ever hope to treat its users with. Tiago Baptista said, YouTube is less a museum of cinema than an open classroom, but one that does away with teachers, film archivists, and film analysts alike by confronting viewers with the cinema in such a way that, like nothing before it, allows one to understand its functioning while at the same time encouraging strong emotional responses. In the early days of cinema, film was based on display, shock and sensation. Today, many of the videos on YouTube are very similar to these early films. They address the audience directly, are exhibitionist and frequently exciting and shocking.
But the look in her eyes said I need a friend. She turned to me, that's when she said it. Looked me dead in the face, asked cash or credit, and I jizzed in my pants. It's perfectly normal, nothing wrong with me, but we're going to need a cleanup on aisle 3.
I believe that YouTube has itself been influenced by early cinema, and now it poses a positive challenge to cinematic culture, as there is a lot that can be learned from it. It didn't create anything new, but it seemed to focus on something that was always there.
YouTube has changed people's lives in ways we have never imagined before.
Well, YouTube has been a wonderful enrichment because I have made loads of friends through YouTube. It's really just become a way of life.
It has made the world smaller. Not that internet itself hasn't done it before, but YouTube takes it to the next level. It reveals a new world to people by simply allowing them to communicate in a really easy way. People can show the reality they're living with their own words, with their own images. YouTube also has lots of do-it-yourself videos, tutorials, and lectures, and though it might seem really stupid and not useful, we can take it and make it like this big educational tool and spread education from like all over. It would have a great impact in people's lives.
What's now about 1,000 videos on YouTube. It starts literally at 1 + 1 = 2, and it goes all the way up to the college level, calculus and physics.
But the great deal about YouTube is not only the benefits it brings to people, it is actually the way it happens, because it is the way people express nowadays. We are no longer consumers, we're producer consumers. We demand participation, and what really shows the difference between now and any other time in our culture is that reality now is represented by amateurs, and they just want to do it themselves. They just want to express themselves the way they are, and that's where the importance of online video lies, because it gives us its space without any imposed ideology. You just say what's on your mind.
Leave Brittany alone!
Even important issues like copyright and ownership are now being taken to this next level, where we don't really know what to do, how it ends, how we deal with like mashups and plagiarism, and that's a whole new complexity level.
The sun goes down, the stars come out.
Since its introduction in 2005, YouTube has become the perfect platform. It feeds our need for convenience, being easily accessible on any internet device, requiring no fees and no account for us to view its wide variety of content. But is it a threat to the film industry? Definitely in the beginning it made them sweat. The industry claims that 30 to 70% of YouTube's content featured illegal versions of their productions. And now, with the only way for the industry to generate its revenue was through movie ticket sales, DVD rentals, and of course DVD sales, with YouTube freely streaming their content to its 1 billion viewers a day, was definite cause of concern for the industry.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
But this forced them to change their game up. They needed to think outside the box in ways to generate some interest back to the theatre. This can be seen in those wonderful advertisements that we all love at the beginning of our videos we are watching and all around the page of the video we're watching.
Candy Mountain, you fill me with sweet sugary goodness. Go inside the Candy Mountain cave, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie, go inside the cave. Magical wonders are to behold when you enter.
Yeah, thanks but no thanks. I'm gonna stay out here.
But let's take a look back at 2009. We're 4 years into YouTube, we have the internet piracy scare and a shaky economy. Box office exceeded its high score. It generated $10 billion, and with a further $17 billion generated by DVD rentals and sales. Now, YouTube's rental service also contributed $100 million to the industry. And if we have a look, although a lot of money, $100 million compared to the $27 billion that the industry created alone, leads me to believe that it is a long shot before YouTube could ever dominate the film industry.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
YouTube, one of the most visited websites in the world in the past few years, is clearly very influential to mass audiences. But issues revolving around advertising and censorship arise as a result of misuse of this venue for social media. Some countries have even banned YouTube, such as China, Iran, Turkmenistan and Pakistan, whether on a short or long-term basis. Why does blocking happen, you ask? Here are a variety of reasons. Limiting public exposure to content that may ignite social or political unrest, preventing criticism of a ruler, government officials, religion, religious beliefs, then violation of national laws including copyright and intellectual property protection laws, violation of hate speech, ethics or morally based laws, and national security legislation, as well as preventing access to videos judged to be inappropriate for youth, reducing distractions at work or school, and reducing the amount of network bandwidth used. Pakistan, for example, has banned YouTube on numerous occasions since offensive non-Islamic videos from 2008 and is currently banned, which goes to show how much power YouTube can have on a country. When you come across this screen from time to time, the video has either been deleted by the user or the uploader has violated YouTube's terms of service, which prohibits copyright infringements, depicting pornography, gratuitous violence, illegal acts, and hate speech. So YouTube has a way of self-advertising from constant word-of-mouth discussion. I know what YouTube is. You know what YouTube is.
YouTube?
Have you seen that YouTube video where the girl's curling her hair?
My hair was burnt off.
What were you watching that for?
No reason. Is advertising on YouTube good or bad?
I feel like it's a very minutely low price to pay to support content creators and YouTube in general.
I personally think the convenience of ads can disrupt the viewing experience at times, but this has always occurred from TV ad breaks to pre-screening to film trailers at the cinema.
Or you can skip it after 5 seconds. Now, if you can't look at something for 5 seconds on a free website in order to help them keep it free, you're kind of being a douchebag.
YouTube users either despise the ads on the sidebar search results before video ads, small banners during video, homepage banners, suggested video ads, and then use ad blocker to remove the adverts, or users are not phased, ignore and just click to skip through the advertisements.
Oh, look at me, I'm so smart, I don't see ads anyway because I have ad block.
And that's all, folks.